Hi dear students, in this video we are going to learn formula involving squares and square roots. So this is the simple example: x squared is equal to 25 and x is equal to root of plus and minus 25. So we need to remember here the reverse of the square is square root. So when you are doing inverse operation of square, you should get the square root of it. And also you should be careful about this plus and minus sign, because you need to remember that 5 square plus 5 square is equal to 25 and minus 5 square is equal to 25. When x squared is equal to 25, it means that they are both solution. So you are writing plus and minus sign. If I solve one simple example also like this, if x squared is equal to 9, then x is equal to plus and minus square root of 9, we should say. Then x is equal to plus and minus 3 it should be. Or x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 3 is the solution of this exercise. Okay, if we have this type of questions, what we are going to do? If you remember, firstly we are going to solve the get rid of the subtraction, because in operation order square comes before then the subtraction. But if you are doing if you are making the subject, you are going to do all the operations inverse here. So it's going to be like this: x squared is equal to b, actually a plus b, it should be a plus b. Then x is equal to square root of plus and minus, and a plus b it should be, and I'm going to open parenthesis, do not forget plus and minus signs. Okay, this is the important part here. Okay, let's have this kind of exercises. Ax squared is equal to ax squared minus 5 is equal to b. So it's going to be ax squared is equal to b plus 5. Then x squared it's going to be equal to b plus 5 divided by a. Then when you get the square root, x is equal to, now we are going to get the square root, plus and minus square root of b plus 5 divided by a is the answer of this question. Or if we solve this one, this time we are going to get the square, because inverse of square is square root, and then inverse of square root it should be square. So 2x minus 3 in the square root, I am going to rewrite here, and 2x minus 3 it should be equal to y squared. Here we don't have plus and minus sign, you should be careful about that one. We have plus and minus sign only to get the square root. So 2x is equal to y squared plus 3, x is equal to y squared plus 3 divided by 2 is going to be. Or for this question, the formula for the area of the circle A is equal to pi r squared. Make r the subject of formula. So if you are going to make r the subject of formula, firstly I am going to write a is equal to pi r squared, but I want to write like this: pi r squared is equal to a. And there is no difference between this writing and this writing. So r squared is equal to a divided by pi, and r is equal to plus and minus square root of a over pi it's going to be. But here we should say also like this: r is equal to square root of a divided by pi. Why we didn't take? Why not plus and minus sign? Because why not plus and minus sign? Because r is always positive, or we should say distance is always positive. So in this question the value of r is reduced and it is the distance, that's why it should be only plus 1. Okay, here we have some exercises. I'm going to solve some exercises from each page, then I'm going to finish the lesson. Here x squared is if it's equal to a, and at the beginning we learn x is equal to plus and minus root a it's going to be. If x squared is equal to, if 2x squared is equal to y, I'm solving the C1, x squared, firstly it's equal to y over 2, then x is equal to plus and minus root y over 2 is going to be, and I'm solving one more from the G1, x squared minus 2f if it's equal to g, 2x squared it's going to be equal to g plus 2f, and then x is equal to plus and minus root of g plus 2f. It's going to be the answer of the question. Here these are the same, these have the same logic, only the questions are different. X squared divided by 2 minus 4 it's equal to y, so x squared divided by 2 is equal to y plus 4 it's going to be, and x squared is equal to 2 times y plus 4. I can continue like this, x squared is equal to 2y plus 8, it's also, it can be, and the last step it's going to be here, this is this a, x is equal to plus and minus root of, root of 2y plus 8 it's going to be, and I'm going to solve here C1 from this question, C1 here, 5 minus x squared over 4, it should be equal to a, and here I'm going to send the x squared to the other side, 5 minus a, it will be equal to x squared divided by 4, so you're going to multiply 4 by 4 times 5 minus a is equal to x squared, or x squared is equal to 4 times 5, 20, 20 minus 5a it's going to be, so x is equal to, this is the last part, plus and minus root 20 minus 5a going to be. If we continue this type of exercises, these are opposite to square root. So if you have square root of x is equal to c, x is equal to c squared it's going to be, or square root of x if it's equal to 5p, this is a and this is b, x is equal to 5p in parentheses square, which is equal to x is equal to 25 p squared it's going to be. This part is important, be careful about this one, because when you have 5p squared you should get the square of 5 and you should get the square of p also. Please do not forget this one while you are doing your operations. Or if I solve this one, square root of x plus 2, if it's equal to c, then x plus 2 it should be equal to c squared. I got rid of the square root, then x is equal to c squared minus 2 it's going to be. In the last part here, if I solve the here p1, actually I wrote d but I wanted to solve p here, it's going to be equal to 1 minus, I'm going to rewrite, square root of 1 over x minus 4, if it's equal to a, then here it is 4, so 1 over x minus 4, it's going to be equal to a square. So if I crossly multiply, this should go to other side, and 1 is equal to a square times x minus 4 it's going to be. Then 1 is equal to a square x minus 4a square it's going to be. And if you can get to this side, 1 plus 4a square, it's going to be equal to a square x, or a square x is equal to 1 plus 4a square. Also it can be written. So x is equal to 1 plus 4a square divided by a square. It's going to be, when you send this one, it should be at division here.